they have a lack of guidance, and they don't have the right network. And if they don't have the right network, he says, they don't know how to properly leverage and use their network. And so he also says that people don't want to make the necessary investments. Can you explain to us some of those when it comes to networking and success in your life?
Hello, everyone. How's the conference been so far? How's the conference been so far? All right. Well, I appreciate co-pastor Larry here for bringing me on board. So let's just jump into it. We don't have a whole lot of time. So you talked a little bit about fear. So how many of you all are here because you have a big idea, you want to network? Let me see a show of hands. Okay, some of us want to network, okay? I don't think we need to have this because this side, they don't want to network. They didn't raise their hands. But we'll go forward anyway. So the first reason I would say is that a lot of us, we're stuck because of, number one, we fear something. We fear that we become successful and then all of a sudden we have to perform. Or on the other side of the coin, we fear that we won't become successful. So I want you all to write this down. Fear is an acronym. It stands for false evidence appearing real. Write it down. False evidence appearing real. But everything I do, I like to flip it. Somebody once said, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. So let's change fear around. So instead of false evidence appearing real, if you didn't write the first one down, you really want to write this one down. It's another acronym. Fear stands for face everything and rise. Face everything and rise. So although you may be fearful of a situation, you may be fearful of a goal, look that bad boy right in the face and face that thing so you can actually rise and succeed above it. So fear is one of the big reasons why individuals fail.
Gotcha. Tell me this, when individuals are networking, what is some of the shortfalls that they do when it comes to networking? What do people miss when it comes to making that real connection?
You know, to be honest, the biggest thing that individuals miss, we live in what we call a selfie generation, right? So it's all about a selfie, us, self, right? So the biggest thing is that we all want it to be about ourselves. So we want to go to a conference, this conference, any other conference. We want to connect with whoever the heavy hitter is, or whoever the individual is that we think they can get us to the next level, but we don't know how to connect with them so we can add value to their life. So write this down. You want to create mutually beneficial relationships. I'll never forget Jeff Johnson. You all hear him on, he's on Ricky Smiley Morning Show now, right? So I had wanted to connect with him for years, right? So I finally had got his ear, and then he had said, okay, well, Antoine, tell me, how can we create a mutually beneficial relationship? Guess what? I looked at him like, I don't know, and I thought it was all about me. I thought you were going to help me. So you want to be able to figure out how you can add value to the other person that you're actually connecting and networking with.
Now tell me this, how can that actually build your net worth? Give us a real example of how networking with somebody can actually help you financially and wealth-wise in your life.
So the next thing that's important is that you want to be able to build a brand for yourselves. We already talked about that you have to consider yourself as an entrepreneur or as a business, right? So once you actually boost your credibility and also become legitimate, if you will, if you actually become amazing at what you do, then you'll be known for doing something. I have countless examples as to how I was able to leverage my network. George Frazier, a lot of us have heard of him before, right? So again, I had wanted to connect with him for years. I finally connected with him, and I actually went to his conference, and I connected with a young lady by the name of Marshawn Evans. She's amazing. If you all are not familiar with her, look her up. Her platform is really based on Godfidence, G-O-D, fidence. So instead of confidence, Godfidence, because she wants you to tap into God, and that'll help you boost your confidence, which equals Godfidence, right? So I connected with her, and she had asked me the same question, but by that time I was ready to answer the question, how can I add value to her? So I was able to do that, and I also have a book, so I gave her one of my books. So she emailed me like 2 weeks later, and she's in the subject line that said, Opportunity with Black Enterprise. And my book is based on college students and young professionals and career development, stuff like that. So in her email, she said that she writes for Black Enterprise, but they need someone who was kind of in the college and young professional development space. And she said, based on your book, which was amazing, I think that this is your sweet spot. So I'm going to sit this one out. I'm not going to write this article for Black Enterprise, but just because I know you are amazing, one, because you're connected to George Frazier, two, you have a book. So I've never seen anything that you've written or done outside this book. But based on this book, I have confidence also based on your network with George Frazier that you actually do amazing with Black Enterprise. Growing up, how many of you all have heard of Black Enterprise? Raise your hand. All of us, we've heard of Black Enterprise. So get this. So growing up, I would read Black Enterprise as well, trying to get nuggets and tips on how to build my finances, money, and also networking. And then I actually wrote for Black Enterprise in her email, Marshawn. She said, if if you do an amazing job, then you'll actually be able, it's a good chance you'll be able to come and write for Black Enterprise Weekly. You all think I did an amazing job or not? I did an amazing job. So in turn, I actually wrote for Black Enterprise for like a good year and a half. So if you go to blackenterprise.com, put my name in there, you get about 35 or 40 different articles that I wrote. And of course, that adds to my brand. So now I'm known as a man of inspiration because I've been featured by Forbes, I've been featured by Black Enterprise, and I actually wrote for Black Enterprise. So I went from reading Black Enterprise like you all to actually being a writer for Black Enterprise, trying to figure out what you all would read. So I would determine what you all would read.
Gotcha. Now, give it up for that. Put your hands together.